Hey there, Jeremy, Bombite Inc. Had a bug reported to me from an agency out of Wenatchee. It was kind of a collaboration between the clinical side and the billing side to get this figured out. And so went ahead, talked to a couple other agencies and decided to fix it. Normalize kind of the behavior between how you get added, how we add clients through groups and how we add clients as just a single one-off progress note and how that relates to billing. So want to take a second real quick and kind of walk you through this, right? So we have a group here and we have night group, right? And I think you guys all run group rosters, right? So if we go look inside that group roster for night group, you can see that it's tied to a group activity code session 60 minute, right? And then if we dig further into that, that's got sub billing codes and some other stuff. And so this is where everything kind of would get really screwy here. So let's go ahead and we'll just create a group real quick. And this is the old way. This is currently broken, or well, by the time you see this video, you'll already have the fix. So we're just going to add a group, right? If I can spell group. And we'll apply that and post the prog note, right? So we'll jump back over to my client account. And we got the one prog note, but look, it says the type is night group, right? And this is where this whole problem's going to start to get goofy. If we go over to the ledger, it looks correct, right? There was the 60-minute session with the subcode, right? I didn't put a dollar amount in these, but let's not worry about that. So come back over to the progress note, and then we go, oh snap, I need to add a few more notes to that. So we hit edit to it. Well, now this is the type, but the group isn't a type. The group is a group. And so that should be group session 60 minute, right? But if we leave it at group, whatever this defaults to, it happens to start with the letter B, so it's the first one in the list. Some of you guys have said, oh, I have NA in this, that's wrapped in quotes, or ADIS, or whatever, it ends up at the top, right? So if we didn't change this, we came in and this is what it was like, and we added and hit update. Now my ledger ends up with that. So super huge bug, man. Big billing problems and stuff, right? That this causes downstream with all of our EDI exports and all of our clearinghouse stuff and everything else, right? So what we did to fix this, right? So let's jump over to what we did to fix this. And basically the fix, I was starting to get like creative about it and then talk to some people, and I think we just decided that we're going to create a group. And when we create the people with a group, right? So this is in the fixed environment now, and if I go into my prog note, the prog note doesn't show night group, it shows the group session 60 minute. Because that is the activity that occurred, even though it was in a group setting, right? And so I think the general agreement with the folks I've talked to around, this is the best way to handle this, right? And then you can see what happens then when we do edit, right? It stays with the group session 60 minutes, right? We can change this to a no-show or whatever. So let's leave this as this is right now. And so why did we kind of decide to do it this way? Because if I come in here and I just create a single one-off note, I can't make it a group that they were in anyway. So basically we're matching the single behavior, right? And so we're just going to say this, and then we'll call this one singleton, and we'll update this, right? And so now we have the no-show, but if we go over to the ledger now, the ledger is correct, right? We have the single no-show, right? Because it was a no-show, so no subcode needed. And then these were the group sessions that were created, but it actually reads correctly. So now these are linking back like they should and everything else. So I can help you guys clean up the old data. I have a script. I can help you clean up the old data. I would think at this point, if it's been billed, it's probably accurate. However, if those records are opened or changed, even historically, it's going to corrupt them. So I went ahead and I fixed the problem that's creating this problem. If you want me to help you clean up the old data, reach out and let me know. We can work together and do that. It should be real simple, 30 minutes to get that cleaned up. So anyway, this is kind of a pretty big change. Maybe folks will notice it. Maybe the change is going to cause you to have to go clean up some billing codes and stuff. So if that's also the case, I'm around. Feel free to reach out. Anyway, have a good weekend, and we'll talk soon.